Hi, YouTube family, and thanks for stopping by. I have already connected with your energy, and I was guided to these three cards for you, which is burn, shed, and liberate. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get started. The burn card has shown up in your reading today because something new is on your horizon. How can you make room for it? As humans, it's normal for us to get attached, whether to habits, routines, things, people, places, beliefs, perspectives, you name it. During certain chapters of our lives, these may serve us by providing support or comfort. Even so, outgrowing attachments is not only natural but also a necessary part of the cycle. None of us can truly stay still no matter how hard we might try. If you look at the burn card, you will see the wildfire. When wildfire fire blazes into your life, challenge yourself to open up and allow the reset. As the smoke clears, what opportunities will be revealed? On the prairie, wildfire is critical to preserve the open grassland, and it burns, prevent trees and shrubs from taking over and inhibiting the growth of everything else by blocking the sun. Wildflower also speeds the breakdown of matter. Dead plants, leaves, and grasses are turned into food for new growth. Moreover, the clearing effect of wildfire also exposes great swatches of prairie soil to sunlight and the warmth needed for seeds to sprout. All of this creates fare for the grazing animals, and it brings them support, and it supports pollinators and provides a home for insects and nesting birds. When change can be unsettling, scary, or disorienting, it also opens the way forward. Embrace the new things that are coming, and embracing the new does not ask you to judge or blame the old. Can you view the situation neutrally? Expressing gratitude for how it has served you in the past may help. Honor what feels right to you for moving through this transition. On the other side are possibilities with your name on them. Allow anticipation to pave the way for your rebirth. And the Shed card has shown up in your reading today because it is asking you to picture yourself walking through the prairie on a warm summer night. To your left, the sun melts into the sky like a scoop of sherbet pooling on the pavement in the heat. You can hear songbirds thrilling and the occasional rustle of small rodents. You relax into the moment, your fingers trailing the long grasses as you meander towards a creek up ahead. A few feet away, slight movement in the rocks near the water catches your eyes. A snake. Pause and pay attention. How is your body reacting? What does the snake activate inside of you? When the prairie king snake appears, it's probably time to shed a fear, worry, or anxiety of some kind. You've outgrown it. Notice whether any power it held over you in the past feels tight and constricting, Are you ready to see and name the source? Imagine yourself going right up to the prairie king snake and looking into his eyes. Be willing to bear witness for yourself and trust whatever comes to mind. Though mistaken for rattlesnake, prairie king snake is actually non-venomous. He's also impressive and impervious to the poison of other snakes and may even eat them. Though the king in his name, telling snakes apart can be tricky without closer introspection, closer inspection. Similarly, we all have to practice discernment in identifying fears and illusions as truths. Stand firm in your knowing of who you are and your connection to a higher power, pulling yourself away from what doesn't serve you. And remember the eternalness of your spirit. It is always ensured. Exercise your authority to tune into the consciousness within you and receive insight of what would be most helpful at this time and shed anything that doesn't serve you and know that you are bigger than any fears. And the Liberate card has shown up in your reading today because density of form and feeling is part of the human experience, but we don't have to center our consciousness there. How can we feel into an alternative understanding? The floral prairie smoke, if you look at this card, the prairie smoke is very helpful and it helps you visualize things differently. It's a helpful visual for expanding your sense of self as eternally free. In bud form, her flowers hang down tightly enclosed. Soon, Bumblebee forces its way in, intent on ascending the early springtime nectar. Pollination and fertilization eventually lead to the flowers upright, erupting into rosy, gauzy glory. In due time, sunshine dries and wind blows, and the seeds heads, which begins to cycle again. A prairie smoke sighting suggests something is ready to unlock. She offers clues for soul searching through the opening of your heart. And though the opening is up to you, is there anything weighing you down or closing you in? Sometimes a break in is needed for the breakthrough. Maybe an external circumstance is forcing confrontation or change, whether desired or not. What if it's part of your fertilization process? It could be an important growth opportunity, or maybe you're picking up on heaviness without knowing why. Regardless, prairie smoke encourages you to actively shift without judgment. And through the power of your own choice, right in the moment, how does your body feel if you focus on a higher vibrating energy, such as love, gratitude, or compassion? What beliefs naturally generate a feeling of freedom inside? Meditate on what would help you reframe and focus on that and burn what doesn't serve you any longer. Let go so that you can grow and shed the old you. Shed your fears and shed anything that is holding you back, and know that you are bigger than problems and fears, and you can overcome them just like the king snake and liberate. What reminds you of being free? You need to realize that you're free and you can choose however you want your life to be. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this reading. I would like to thank you again for stopping by and allowing me to connect with you. I hope that this reading has provided the insight that you were seeking. If this reading resonates, please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe so that you can receive notifications when I post your new reading. And if you would like to become a member of my channel or make a donation to my channel, the link is in the description and it will be greatly appreciated. Well, until next time, goodbye, my lovelies.